What starts as a relationship dispute quickly turns into a domestic violence investigation. Officers arrive to find two completely different stories. On one side, a man claiming he was trying to remove his girlfriend from his home after discovering she had been cheating. On the other, a woman accusing him of something far more serious. At first, the situation seems like a typical argument. Raised voices, emotions running high. But then, the physical details begin to surface. Officers notice injuries, marks on her neck, and a busted lip on him. And that's when everything changes. The focus shifts from the argument to what actually became physical. According to him, it was a brief struggle, a tussle that got out of hand. He claims she struck him first, but her version tells a different story. She says she was grabbed, pushed, and even choked to the point where she struggled to breathe. This is a critical moment. In domestic violence cases, officers must determine not just what happened, but who was the primary aggressor. And small details matter. Who initiated contact, where the injuries are located, and whether there are signs of escalation. As witnesses are interviewed, the situation becomes even more complicated. Family members describe ongoing conflict, arguments, and a toxic relationship building over time. But none of that changes what officers must decide right now. In the state of Florida, domestic violence laws are strict, and in many cases, if there is probable cause, an arrest must be made, even if both sides claim to be the victim. After reviewing the statements and observing the injuries, officers make their decision. The man is placed under arrest, not because the situation is simple, but because the law requires action when physical violence is involved. What started as a personal conflict ends in handcuffs and a case that will now be decided in court.
She hit me in my mouth. I'm like, okay, cool. I threw her on the ground. I went back in the house. Everything cooled down. Everything was fine. So we was outside. I brought stuff downstairs. So I'm like, I don't want you in front of where I'm at. Because if you're going to continue acting that way, I don't want you in front of my house. Okay. So she sat down there, chilling, whatever. She wanted me to take her somewhere.
1101.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, no. So I ended up getting a...
Sorry, 10-9?
For EMS, do you want them 1018 or 12-1?
Routine.
So I ended up getting a hold of the phone, right? The phone that I paid for. So I started going through the messages. I saw she was texting other guys and stuff.
Okay.
So I got upset.
Did you give her that phone?
Yeah, I bought it from her sister and had her sister ship it to her.
Okay.
Because she didn't have a phone.
So you bought it for her as a gift?
Well, I just bought it because, she's not going to have communication, stuff like that. So, I ended up breaking the phone, and then she just started running, saying, oh, call the cops, call the cops.
Just walk to the front yard.
And she had got a hold of a phone, and then now you're here.
So that was all kind of mixed up in all at once, okay?
Yeah, it was
So walk me through. So you guys get into a disagreement over her living there?
Not her living there, about her lying to me.
Okay.
Because she driving my car and stuff, because, I can't drive. So I have her drive my car and stuff. So she be...
Ma'am, just wait right there. I got somebody coming to talk to you.
She don't care. Something's wrong with her mentally. So last night, she was at this address. So I...
Hey, ma'am. Come wait right here. Come wait right there.
She was in Uber. Well, I was in an Uber heading to the address where she was because I wanted to see if she was there. Then as soon as I mentioned it to her, I saw the car start moving off, coming towards the house. So I'm like, okay.
So I don't, not to be disrespectful, I don't care about your relationship issues.
Okay.
I care about how it got physical.
Well, it didn't really get physical.
Well, she's got cuts on her neck, and you got a busted lip, so clearly it did.
She gets angry about simple stuff because she said, like I said, she thought I'd throw the bag down the steps.
Okay.
Which I didn't.
Okay.
I put the bag down, turned
Again.
over, and went down the steps.
Okay.
She went in the house talking about, okay, I'm going to show you what's going to happen. She went and started dragging all my clothes off the hanger, talking about, she's going to break stuff. I'm like, bro, calm down. It was a mistake. I didn't purposely throw the bag down the step.
Okay.
You know? So, I'm like, all right, you're going to have to go outside until I'll bring your stuff
Okay,
outside. So she was like, no, no, no. So, we, like I said, we got into a tussle, nothing physical. It's
So
just
what started the tussle?
her thinking I threw the bag down the step.
Right. So who grabbed who first?
I went in and I grabbed her hands and I was like, bro, stop.
Okay.
She kept reaching, so I shoved her off
Okay.
and she hit in the wall.
Okay.
Then after that, she
So
went
when
out.
did you get punched in the mouth?
When I was trying to put her outside.
Okay.
Because I was like, you got to go outside.
Okay.
So as soon as she got outside, and then the first hit me. And I said, my brother right there, he saw what happened. She hit me. Then he hold her and I was like, bro, calm down. It's like, we don't need to go there.
Okay.
Like, why are you trying to fight me because of some clothes?
Sure.
So that's what causes the altercation.
Okay.
And there was nothing else after that.
Okay.
Her
So
skin
how did she get the marks on her neck?
Her skin is easy to get red.
Right, but how did it happen?
So, like I said, I have shoved her off. Like
Okay.
I said, her skin is easy to get red.
So she
Shoved
was
her
going
off.
through your closet.
Yeah.
How long has she been staying with you?
5 months.
Okay. So y'all are living together. She
Mhm.
started going through your closet. You walk over, you grab her.
Mm-hmm.
You shove her away. She falls
Right.
into the door or the
She
wall.
they hit into the wall, yeah.
You push her out of the house.
Yeah.
That's when she squares up on you and punches you in the face.
Yeah.
Hello.
I held her.
Okay, if I can get you to just walk away, please. Thank you.
I held her and I brought her outside.
Okay.
Like my hands was like
People have been crawling out of the
Like
woodwork over here.
put her outside, and that was.
1106.
Okay.
She kept trying to come back inside.
Was
the
that
street.
a thing?
I'm like, I will bring them outside. Just stay out here.
Okay.
And that was it.
All right. Hey, don't. I'm gonna come talk to you in a second. Just stay over there, please. I need to talk to him uninterrupted.
Yeah. And she,
All right. Do you have anything illegal on you?
No.
Can you care for search real quick?
Yeah,
just
you
to
can
make
go
sure?
ahead.
Obviously, we got people crawling out of the woods. I want to make sure I'm not about to get shot in the back of the head or something.
Okay. I got my wallet, phone, keys, and my phone.
12-3. 1 meal 10.
I'm just gonna put your stuff right here for right now.
Okay. It's kind of hard to come out.
Yeah, I see that.
Wallet.
Gosh, yeah, go ahead and grab that. Okay. All right, hang out right here, okay? You don't have to touch the car because it's hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Just hang out right here, okay?
Okay.
Once he hangs out with you, I'm gonna walk over there and talk to her because I gotta get her side too.
Okay.
Real quick, you swear to affirm everything you told me is true and correct, the best knowledge self
That
you got?
is the truth.
Okay. And can you raise your right hand when you say that? All right. What's your full name?
Jerome Staines.
Okay. All right. You can hang out right here.
All right.
Sorry, do you mind just hanging out with him for a second? All right, man. What's going on?
I don't know how this even started. Like, I was just sitting out here minding my business. He gonna grab my phone, then have me chasing him around the block. He gonna smash my phone on the thing, talking about because he paid for it. He didn't pay for my phone. He didn't even pay for my bill. I don't know nobody up here. My sister just left here on Sunday. He knows that.
Okay.
So upstairs, I was packing my stuff. I have a big bag. It's like I have a big bag over there, and he literally knocked it down the stairs. So I got mad, and I took the clothes off his own thing. So he put his hands right here, pushed my head against the wall.
Okay, did he choke you?
Yes, he was choking me.
What did it feel like when he was choking you?
Like, I was like going out of I couldn't even think. Like I was just going out of breath. I don't know if it was I was going out of breath.
So you couldn't breathe, is what you're
No,
saying?
I could not breathe, and then he did it. He did it again. When I came out there, his brother saw him hitting me, pushed me on the floor, hit my head against somebody else's door out there.
His brother did, or you did?
No, his brother saw when that was going on out there. He was like, just chill. Then he wanted to try to make up and act like we were cool, and I'm not with that. He called the police on me before for no reason.
And how long y'all been living together?
Like a couple months.
All right, y'all are dating, obviously?
Not anymore.
Y'all were?
Well, yeah, we're.
And y'all were intimate, I'm assuming? Okay. All right. Do you already have her info? Okay.
Do you ever live in Chapel Hill?
No.
Wesley Chapel?
Wesley Chapel, no.
They put her TR number on the notes. I want to make sure it's for them.
Okay. All right. So,
What
what happened with the phone again? Hey, how's it going?
Okay,
Possible
so-
strangulation on her.
He
If
smashed my
she said
phone
she
on
felt
the
like she was
thing.
maybe dizzy and pass out, kind of thing. So,
He smashed my phone on the thing. I don't have no
well, what I
money.
want you to do is I want you to get checked out by medics, and then I'm gonna come back and talk to you after that. Okay? You swear to affirm everything you told me is true and correct, the best
I
knowledge so
swear,
be God.
I promise.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel right now?
I'm okay. I'm just hot. I've been out here. He had me out here since
What time did all this happen?
like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
Resource 215.
Are you guys good with her for a second? She's cooperative.
Yeah.
All right. How are you, Mom? I'm Larry. Were you here and saw this whole thing from start to finish?
No, but my youngest son, last night actually, he leave work, and at first I guess his phone but dialed me, but I was hearing it,
Okay.
and she was telling him come out because she's gonna stab him in his face. I said stab. So at the same time I scream out on the phone. I said, Jordan, I'm on the phone. What you mean? What's going on? So, but before this, she and her sister, because her sister was there, so she actually tell my son that, oh, you can't do anything to me because people been seeing her around, going around with other guys. You can't do anything to me because if you try to do anything to me, gunshot to the head. I'm like, why you stay into a relationship like that?
Yeah, that's not healthy.
That's sick.
I think they're here for whatever disturbance just occurred. Did
Yeah.
you see any of that?
No, I think my younger son was down there because she was fighting. So my son tried not to say too much to me because I
Okay.
have blood pressure.
Okay.
So he don't say nothing to me. So today I asked him because I didn't get to talk to him last night. So I spoke to him when I come in from work. I said, what's going on? You know, and Deshaun told me, he said, Mommy, this girl fight Jerome. And it's not, so the girl previous to this, I had was to call the police myself because she was abusing my son.
Okay. But not this girl. This
Not
is the previous
one,
girl.
the previous one. And
Okay.
I had to move her out myself.
Okay.
So with this one that he picked up, and I said, I just cannot understand why you don't leave these Black American girl alone. You just need to stop. Don't deal with them, period.
Okay.
She's very aggressive, that much I can tell you.
Right.
Very aggressive.
Okay. And your youngest son actually witnessed this
Yes.
disturbance that we're here on.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know where he's at?
The one that just, I think he just skimmed. Down.
Because we got your one son in the red shirt, right? And then there's one other son, you said?
Deshaun.
Where did he go to?
Deshaun went upstairs.
Okay. But Deshaun is his name? I'll go talk to him and see what he saw. So that way you're not in the middle of all that.
Oh, they can't put me in the middle of nothing.
I don't blame you.
I don't
but-
want to be in the middle of this because but both of them were just in the house, you know.
Because
They were just in the house, and I think he put her stuff out and tell her that she need to go.
okay,
But she want to fight. She's not leaving without a fight,
okay, I got you.
you know. So
Okay, let me talk to this other deputy. It looks like he's done talking to your son, and then we need to go speak to Deshaun because Deshaun sounds like he saw all this and how she was behaving.
she
So
is not the first.
okay,
Because apparently they gang up on him. Her and her sister gang up on my son.
okay,
So because he was living in Palm Bay, but he moved back down to me. And they were all hiding stuff. Like, they don't want mommy to know, you know, because mommy's gonna... But anyway, he called his brothers often because they're very close. All of his brothers, they're close. He said, this girl is literally abusing me.
okay,
You know, I just don't get it. And then his birthday was the 5th. And then Deshaun said, Mommy, I have something to tell you. I said, what happened? He said, you know that this girl give Jerome a gift. And the gift have on that, you know, that tag thing, that tag thing.
yeah, air tag, yeah,
Deshaun
Okay.
said, Mommy, I swear to God she steal it. Because if you buy something, you cannot come out the store.
yeah, I got you.
So They are not innocent.
No, I know. You're looking out for your son. I don't blame you.
You
I get
know,
it.
it's
I get it. I do. Truly. Let me go talk to this deputy real quick, okay?
Boss, what's your first name again?
Jerome?
Jerome?
Yeah.
All right, Jerome. All right. So I'm just trying to piece all this together, right? Because this has obviously gotten way out of hand. Okay. So my question to you is, when you were dragging her out of the house, okay, did you, whether you meant to or not, did you grab her like this to pull her out?
I held her by the neck and her stomach like this.
Okay.
So I have to hold her hands as well.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna have you do is hang out right here with my sergeant. I'm gonna go talk. Where'd your brother go?
He went upstairs.
He went upstairs. All right.
You want me to call him down?
Yeah. If you want to give him a call real quick.
Oh,
there he is. All right. Just hang out with my sergeant if you don't want my sergeant. Good for a second. Thanks. He's probably gone. All right. So what's up, man? What did you see?
So, what it is, first of all, is my brother trying to get her out of the house.
All of that, respectfully.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And he said, Mom said that he was there. He saw the whole thing, I guess, this whole disturbance.
You saw the part that was outside of the house.
Yeah.
So now what happened inside? So what did you see that happened outside the house?
It's just her.
Okay.
First of all, she's a cheater, so we know how that go. She was texting somebody while they're in a heated argument.
Okay.
Grabbed the phone, and then she just started swinging punches. They went to the closet. He just started packing her stuff to throw it out.
So how did you see what happened at the closet if you weren't in there?
I'm inside the house. I got the keys to the house.
Right, but neither one of them have said that you were inside. That's my question with that. If you saw it from the door, that's fine.
I'm talking about like way back. So this is something that's been happening.
Okay. So what did you see today?
Today, I just seen.
Where were you?
Clothes on the stairwell.
Okay. So from the stairwell.
Yep.
You saw
clothes being thrown out.
Okay.
And then I'm hearing stuff, them fighting on the inside.
Okay.
Then I seen them tussling coming outside. Then I ran up the stairs, stopped the fight, telling him like, yo, this shit ain't worth it.
Okay.
Tell her to get out. And then I asked her if she figured out somewhere where she gonna go.
Okay.
She didn't answer. And then
okay.
Yeah, after that I just came downstairs.
How long have they been staying together?
She and her sister just moved down here like 5 months ago.
Okay. And they've been staying together since?
Well, they've been living with him.
Okay.
So.
Alright. And then where was Mom at during this whole thing?
She was yeah.
She was around the corner? Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go holler at Mom real quick.
Such a wicked person.
Alright, Mom. So did you see anything happen?
I was upstairs.
Is that a yes or no?
No.
Okay. Alright. Are you heading off to work?
Control 329, I'm sorry.
Okay. So,
I advise channel 2 for
let's
that.
talk over here.
I'll switch over.
So the state of Florida is a mandatory arrest state for domestic violence. Okay. So based off of everything that I've found so far, your son's got to go. All right. Best thing you can do, he'll have a bond tomorrow after he sees a judge. You can bond him out then.
So let me ask.
I'm not going to discuss the investigation. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to do. Okay.
So with everything else, where she was always over there abusing him.
That's right.
And I will document that in my case report. That being said, based on what's happening right now, my hands are tied. All right. Just do me a favor, hang out over there, okay?
1310, lockout tools.
Hey, boss.
92 South Hickory Street, 92 South Hickory Street. Caller unlocked himself in the vehicle.
Yes,
Vehicle is off. It's going to be a 2-year-old.
It's domestic. My hands are tied.
You guys can't put any hands on each other. You'll see a judge. You'll get a bond. You'll go to court. You'll do your thing.
She didn't ask it,
Not right now.
Not right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to document what you told me. And listen, I'm going to explain this to you, okay? Because it's not a secret, all right? I don't keep secrets. So I'm going to document everything you told me, and you're going to have the opportunity to, one, talk to the judge about it. Two, when you meet with the state attorney, you'll be able to pursue anything that you want to do on her. But based off of what's happening today, my hands are tied. Okay.
203, your lights wrong.
Do you want to give him your keys?
Yeah, you can grab it. I don't understand why.
Hang on.
Why am I getting
I'm
arrested?
about to be
though?
by
Dating violence, battery.
Sarge, DV stranglers.
Oh, okay.
I didn't strangle her though.
Do you want to give him the AirPods?
I did not strangle this girl.
All right, you want to give him this?
Yeah. Like
And
the
you-
both of
you
us,
hang with him real quick?
the both of us fighting each other. Like how am I getting arrested?
I'm gonna hand you this as well.
I didn't do it. She started it. She started it. I didn't do nothing.
I understand, man, but unfortunately, the state of Florida kind of ties my hands with these things. Based off of what I got so far, this is the course we got to take. But hopefully, a judge will listen to you, hear you out, and then go from there. All right?
7, show
She
ID
needs to be arrested too.
6254 1012 of this unit, and put us on a PR at Discovery Village.
Let me get you out of the sun. Have a seat, man.
Step on the
Have
Have a seat.
You don't
Have
have
a
it?
seat, man.
Oh, look. Right on the front. Ouch. You possibly can put this in front of me?
No, I can't put him in front of you.